At HomeRevisions, we rehab historic properties in the Midwest. I have a beautiful wife and a beautiful daughter. I've been in the National Guard for 12 years, so my whole adult life. This is Spruce It Up.
So it's funny because I've actually been here personally with a tape measure, and it is 25 exact and 75 exact. So Jennifer's house is 25 foot wide, but it's only 42 foot long, which tells me that when they moved it, they cut it, not only to make the move easier, but it was very popular in those days to repurpose as much material as they could. So the hypothesis is that when they moved it, they converted it into 2 homes rather than 1. The downtown area was donated by J.B. Grinnell. I actually have a copy of his request in the donation, and what it is that the downtown district of Grinnell was to be donated by J.B. Grinnell in the hopes to bring people in. Allocation of a city park, which is Central Park right over here. The caveat is if you were caught drinking at the time of the donation and after accepting the donation, then your land was to be given back to J.B. Grinnell. Prohibition was very big back in that day. When they moved the building, they came out, they used either horse or ox, and they brought it down this road, over the railroad tracks, up the hill, down the hill, and then onto the current property where it sits. The whole life of the building, it's traveled in totality 1 mile, which is more than a lot of buildings can say.
I'm a music historian and a historian by training, and so this house was built in 1865, and it was originally downtown and was moved here in the 1890s. It used to be a grocery store, then a real estate firm, and then a hardware store. It's been totally amazing. Nick is wonderful, and he gives me everything I want.
So it actually started as a front porch, and then it kind of evolved into, well, maybe we could do the kitchen, and well, I have this addition on the side that's sinking, and all of a sudden it was, let's just do the whole thing. With the circumstances of Jennifer and her situation, you know, it's really become a part of her legacy. You know, doing this for herself and for the community. She's a historian at heart, so I have not been the boss of this job. She has been in charge the whole time. I just do what I'm told.
The deadline here was for the end of December. Originally it was back in March, but the homeowner was recently diagnosed with ALS and wanted to cherish her house as quickly as possible.
Nathan and Colton are working on trimming out the windows here. This is going to be the finished look of the window. As you can see, we've got custom cedar trim that we've rabbited out and put over the window. When we got our Pella windows, you know, they're the historical ones, but there wasn't, other than them being made out of wood, the brick molding wasn't historical. We can't just remove this brick mold because it's a component of the frame. So what we ended up doing was rabbiting out our 2x here to make a seamless transition. So we had custom copper drip edge made for the house. It's going to have custom half-round copper gutters and downspouts. It's just been phenomenal. I've never seen another house that had copper drip edge, and it's just, it pops. So Bobby is trimming his opening out to fit the door in better. We'll get that trimmed off to the same as we are with the windows. So here's a great example of the window with the brick mold. So this is how we received all the windows. Coming over here, we have the windows that this one the guys are currently working on. So they need to put the head cap on it, and then it's going to look like those 2 right there. Those are actually 2 individual windows that we trimmed out to make it look like 1. So the foundation of the house was a original limestone and brick foundation from the 1890s, very old and falling apart, so the city actually required us to replace it. We were removing the floor and we found old Des Moines bricks from the Des Moines Flint Brick Company. The guys had to hand carry these out of the basement, so they're old Des Moines bricks here. It's really cool because there's not a lot of information about the old Flint Brick Company. Basically, in like the early 1900s, it closed down, and so the fact that these were underneath the concrete, they were in great condition too, so we're gonna repurpose these and make a little patio. If I had to guess, I would bet that these bricks are probably from the late 1890s to early 1900s. Okay, so we'll go through the front door here and I'll take you guys inside. Nathan is our general manager and he's in the field working. That's how important it is to us that this house is done by December. He's a wealth of knowledge, both in the office and in the field, so he's been very critical to the company.
We are here for Jennifer Brown, supporting her with her ALS.
Creating space to honor their journey. There's nothing easy about living with it or losing someone that we love, and so this is our way to honor that today and to show our appreciation for their support.
We're doing the Walk to Defeat ALS. We're supporting Jennifer and her cause.
I am incredibly proud of him. He's put his heart and soul into this house through his research, his commitment to Jennifer Brown. Their relationship has turned, it's definitely still business, but he has grown to love her as a person as well. And it's just been amazing to watch.
A lot's happened. The guys have been working super hard. We've got the front porch roof torn off, rebuilt to match. We've got new deck going down. We've got all of the windows wrapped, primed, soffit, fascia, crown. We're working on the dental molding now. We've got siding scheduled for next week. We've got a deadline of December, so we are being serious about that. It's kind of cool that you guys are tuning in today because Jennifer and her sister are coming out here and I've got a surprise for her. Like I said, everything on this house has been made, handmade, custom to match exactly what was there. You know, the downfall of the home is that you can't fix rot. So when we realized we couldn't fix it, we replaced it. And instead of outsourcing and buying a similar product, we decided to let's put back exactly what was there. So kind of a little touch for Jennifer is I went ahead and CNC routed her signature into the corbel. And so they're gonna stop by at 3 o'clock today and we're gonna surprise her with it, and then we're gonna get her and her sister up in the lift to attach it to the house. So
I'm Laura. I'm Jennifer's younger sister, and I just flew in from LA to spend a couple weeks with her and to see the progress of the house. Well, it started July, I think, of last year, so almost a year and a half, I guess, at this point. Well, it's been a shock. We have so much longevity in our family. My mother just died last year. She was 92, and my aunt was 95, and my grandparents were in their 90s, so it just never even entered my mind that this was something we would be contending with. So it's been quite a process, but Jen has just been so amazing in how free-spirited she's been in the whole process and hasn't let it stop her in her tracks in any way. It's really quite inspirational. Oh, it's been great. It seems like she's got this great family, so I'm very happy that they are taking such good care of her. All right, it looks like we're going to be putting the corbel on the house that has her beautiful calligraphy signature to show that this is Jennifer Williams Brown's house. Her handwriting's better than mine. I have a doctor's signature.
Demonstration, and then you can do one, okay? So I'll let you do the one out here, Jennifer. We'll just put it in like this. And we're gonna toenail it just like that. Magic until so you push it in and pull the trigger.
Okay. Keep my hands far away.
So right about in there, and then pull the trigger.
No! Look at that!
Another one you can. All you
My house. And so,
You never been in one of these, have you? We've had a lot going on here in the last week and a half. Not only has the guys been super busy trying to get things done and get siding ready to go for next week, we've had other trades going in the house, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, it's all being ran at the same time. So it's been very busy over here, very chaotic, but I appreciate everybody's effort. We've all communicated well and made this process as tireless as possible for everybody.
It's 4:15 in the morning. Jesse and I just arrived at the Des Moines International Airport. We're on a mission with Jenny B this week. She has a baby grand piano in Rochester that we are bringing back to Iowa.
So I thought it would be a really good idea to bring everybody to Niagara Falls. We're gonna walk down and ride the Maid of the Mist. Good morning, Jennifer. Today's the big day. Darian, what are we doing today?
We are moving a piano.
And why are you here?
I am here to,
Are you excited?
Yes.
All right. Jesse, you ready?
Absolutely.
We are here today in New York. Today is the big day. We're moving Jennifer's piano. We brought the other piano from Iowa. We're gonna do a swap.
first time we've been on camera.
think it's a great thing for Jenny to take the piano back. I've had a lot of fun playing it for 25 years.
I understand when we get back to Iowa, the siding is going to be up. It's just a quick moving process, and it's just beautiful to see the house come to life.
We made it back to Iowa. The piano is back safe. Jennifer is excited.
Yes.
She's happy.
Everything on this house is custom built. Here's the perfect example. The dental molding that was on the house originally. You can see up there we've got a piece mocked up. Nathan and Bobby are both working tirelessly together to make sure we can get an exact match all the way around the rim of the house. And like I said, the fact that every board on this house is touched by our hands is just immaculate. So much pride, so much a labor of love going into this. I can't stress it enough. We've got our frost board up all the way around the house. And as you can see up here, that was the original look of the house when we tore everything off. The thing that was missing was they had the crown cap torn off, so we recreated that. The frost board underneath here, what I was talking about, that's what Nathan and Bobby are currently working on, is the critical trim components to bring it to life. So it's been very busy. We have a lot of electrical coming through. Huge thanks to S&S Electric here in town. They've really knocked the ball out of the park with giving Jennifer everything that she's asked for, but at the same time maintaining an ADA compliance. With Jennifer's situation, it won't be too long that she'll unfortunately be in a wheelchair. So we're forward thinking on that aspect. Is let's make the house beautiful, let's be intentional on what we're doing, but let's also make it functional for Jennifer as she enjoys it. I believe Latchum's was in here and they had the geothermal unit put in. We can run downstairs and check that out. We have a lot of our PEX ran. Obviously kitchen here, bathroom up there, master bathroom, all the plumbing's roughed in. We're waiting on the shower valves. Those should be in next week. Like I said, everything is moving very fast and it's very intentional in what we're doing. The fact that we can keep this going and minimize delays is absolutely critical to the timeline of this house. There are things that we can't control, like the weather. So my plan B is if the weather takes a turn like it is today and we can get the siding on but we can't paint or do gutters, then we're going to solely focus on the inside. So Jennifer can still move into her house in December as long as the inside is done. We have it insulated, drywalled, floored, trimmed, painted. Unfortunately, with deadlines that are tight like this, it's a this for that. But in this scenario, we're not trying to cut anything out. We're just, okay, what's most important right now? What can we do to make this timeline realistic? And so if the weather is not going to cooperate and we can't get the house painted, then it is what it is. We'll at minimum have it all primed so that it'll be fine throughout the few winter months.